Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of the course Diploma in Human Resource Management, we will be studying the paper number 1, which is entitled as Management of Industrial Studies. Management of Industrial Relations. Okay, in this we are starting the unit number 4, which is entitled as Collective Bargaining. In today's lecture, we will go through the definition of collective bargaining, concept of collective bargaining, then we will go through the characteristics of collective bargaining and the nature of collective bargaining. With that, we will go through importance of collective bargaining. Then we will go through the conditions for the success of collective bargaining. Okay, so let's see what collective bargaining is all about. See, so let's see what is collective bargaining all about. See, whenever we consider the industrial relations, okay, whenever we consider the industrial relations, what is industrial relations? Industrial relations means relations within the industry, okay. Particularly, whenever we consider any industry, particularly whenever we consider any industry, what happens? See, whenever we consider any industry, one thing is common into the industry, that is the workmen's and the employer. Okay, so whenever we go through workmen and the employer, both these people, both these people, what they do? Yes, the workmen's, they are allotted with the task, and these people, they do complete their task. Is it? Now, what about the employer? Yes, the employer is a person who grants job, right? Who gives job, who allocates job. Is it? So whenever we consider these two people, the employee as well as the employer, see, they are related to one another. They are related to one another, or they are related to each other. How? See, many of the time, many of the time, these people, many of the time, these people, what they do? Yes, there are different reasons. Due to different reasons, the relationship between these two people. Okay, because yes, these two people, they are interrelated, right? Okay, these two people, they are interrelated, or they are related to each other. Okay, but what happens whenever we consider the relationship between these two people? Whenever we consider the relationship between the two people, okay, there are many issues if they are not sorted at the same time. Okay, if they are not sorted at the same time, then what can happen? Yes, it can result into, yes, it can result into unsoundness into the relations. So whenever we do consider such type of industrial relations, say soundness into the relationship between the employer and employee, it is very important, because what happens, if these two person, they enter into conflict, or these two person go on conflicting, then surely it will result into, yes, or it will affect the production process which is conducted through that organization or through that industry. Okay, so in today's lecture we will be going through collective bargaining. So let's see what is collective bargaining. See, on your screen you are able to see collective bargaining is a technique adopted by the organization of workers and employers collectively to resolve their differences with or without the assistance of a third party. Okay, what is collective bargaining? Collective bargaining is a technique adopted by the organizations of workers and employers collectively to resolve their differences with or without the assistance of a third party. See, there are many issues, right? See, there are many issues. Okay, if those issues they are not resolved at time, those issues, if they are not solved at the same time, is it, what happens then? Yes, it will surely badly affect, it will surely badly affect the relations between these two people. Okay, what are the different issues, okay, due to which these two people go on conflicting, or there might be difference into their viewpoint? Okay, the first thing is compensation or remuneration. Okay, see, the employer, every time the employer, he might think that, or he might be having that thinking that, okay, whatsoever he is providing to his member, okay, whatsoever he is providing through to his members, the remuneration which is paid by him to the members, it is fair ones. Okay, and what about the employee then? Yes, the employee might be thinking that whatsoever I am paid by my employer, whatsoever I am paid by my employer, it is not good, it is not fair, it is not enough. Okay, getting it? So, in this way, what happens then? The employee says that whatsoever you are paying to me, it is not enough. What the employer says, yes, whatsoever I am paying to you, it is enough. Is it? So prolonged, okay, if such type of issue, it is extended, if such type of issue, it is extended for a long period of time, then what will happen? Yes, surely it will result into, yes, surely it will result into misunderstanding. Yes, the situation can be out of control, the situation can be out of control, or the situation will be such that, okay, there will be a phase, that is strike and lockouts. Okay, so whenever we consider strike and lockout, yes, it will surely hammer the production process which will be conducted through your industry. इज इट? बघा काय होतं की जेव्हा आपण एखाद्या इंडस्ट्रीचा विचार करतो, जेव्हा आपण एखाद्या इंडस्ट्रीचा विचार करतो, काय होत असतं बघा, जेव्हा आपण एखाद्या इंडस्ट्रीचा विचार करतो तेव्हा बरेचसे इश्यूज असतात. एम्प्लॉई आणि एम्प्लॉयर जे असतात बघा, हे दोघंही खूप इम्पॉर्टंट असतात आपल्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये, आपल्या ऑर्गनायझेशनमध्ये. एम्प्लॉई आणि एम्प्लॉयर हे दोन्ही फॅक्टर्स जे आहेत, इज इट, ज्यांना आपण इंडस्ट्रियल रिलेशनच्या भाषेत ॲक्टर्स असं म्हणतो. इज इट? बघा, देर आर 3 ॲक्टर्स, राईट, 3 ॲक्टर्स आहेत. ओके, त्या 3 ॲक्टर्सपैकी हे 2 ॲक्टर्स जे आहेत, एम्प्लॉई आणि एम्प्लॉयर, ते खूपच महत्त्वाचे आहेत. ते खूपच महत्त्वाचे आहेत. का? कारण की बघा, एम्प्लॉई असा व्यक्ती असतो जो की तुमची प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस कंप्लीट करत असतो, आणि एम्प्लॉयर कोण असतो? एम्प्लॉयर असा व्यक्ती असतो की त्या प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेससाठी ज्याही सर्व गोष्टी लागणार आहेत, त्या डिस्ट्रीब्युशनसाठी ज्याही गोष्टी लागणार आहेत, इज इट, तो गोष्टी तो प्रोव्हाइड करत असतो आणि ह्या एम्प्लॉईजला तो नेमत असतो, राईट. ओके, आता बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी आहेत, म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल, इज इट, ह्या दोघांमध्ये, ओके, रिलेशनशिप जे आहे ते कधीही चांगलंच असलं पाहिजे, साऊंड ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, व्यवस्थितच असलं पाहिजे. का? कारण की नाहीतर तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशन थ्रू जी प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस तुम्ही कंडक्ट करणार आहात, जी प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस तुम्ही चालू करणार आहात, ती प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस जी आहे ती ॲफेक्ट होऊ शकते. ओके. आणि प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस जर ॲफेक्ट झाली तर येस, ना एम्प्लॉई ना एम्प्लॉयर, इज इट, दोघांचेही गोल्स जे आहेत त्याच्याशी रिलेटेड ते कधीही सॅटिस्फाय होणार नाहीत. So always, whenever we consider industry and the environment within that industry, what is most important? Yes, the relationship between the employer and employee. ओके. म्हणजे आपण जेव्हा इंडस्ट्रीचा एखाद्या विचार करतो, तुम्हाला जर वाटत असेल की जेही सर्व गोल्स आहेत तुमच्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये, ओके, ते गोल्स इंडस्ट्रीचे, तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनचे गोल्स ओके अकम्प्लिश व्हावेत असं वाटत असेल तर तुम्हाला काय करावं लागेल? जे एम्प्लॉई आणि एम्प्लॉयर आहेत त्यांच्यातले रिलेशन्स नेहमीच कसे साऊंड राहतील असे याचा जास्तीत जास्त विचार करायचा आहे. ओके. नाव वेनेवर वी कन्सिडर दिस एम्प्लॉयर अँड एम्प्लॉई, इज इट, वेनेवर वी कन्सिडर दिस एम्प्लॉयर अँड एम्प्लॉई, इज इट, बोथ दिस पीपल, yes, both these people, they are equally important, is it, and if they work in hand, okay, if they work hand in hand, then only it will be possible, yes, then only it will be possible to, yes, accomplish the group goals. Is it? So let's see what is collective bargaining all about. See, the phrase collective bargaining, it is coined by Sidney and Beatrice Webb. Okay, these two people, they have coined this term collective bargaining. According to them, collective bargaining is a method by which trade unions protect and improve the conditions of their members' working lives. Okay, see, according to these two people, what is collective bargaining? Yes, collective bargaining is a method. According to Encyclopedia of Social Sciences, collective bargaining is a process of discussion and negotiation between two parties, one or both of whom is a group of persons acting in consent. So, collective bargaining is a technique adopted by the organizations of workers and employers collectively to resolve their differences with or without the assistance of a third party. Okay, see what happens. What is collective bargaining? Yes, in collective bargaining, what is done? It is a technique actually adopted by the organizations of workers and employers collectively to resolve their differences with or without the assistance of a third party. See, whenever we consider these two people, again, employer and employee, is it? These two people, many of the time, there are different issues, there are different reasons due to which employer and employee, due to which the employer and employee, they might go on conflicting. Is it? One issue we have discussed right in this lecture, okay, related to remuneration. Second might be related to working conditions, okay, or the facilities. Okay, means the employer might think that, yes, the employer might think that he is right, then the employee might think that he is right. Is it? Means the facilities which the employer provides to the employee. The facilities which the employer provides to the employee, and the facility which the employee provides to the employer. Sorry. The facilities which the employer provides to the employee, and the facilities which are provided to the employees. Okay, see, the employer might be thinking that whatsoever facilities, whatsoever allowances I do pay, I do give, I do provide to this employee, it is more than sufficient, is it? While the employee might be feeling that, okay, whatsoever the organization is providing to me, that is the facilities, the allowances and other things, is it is insufficient. Yes. Okay, these two people, they might disagree on the same issues, is it? So whenever there is disagreement, whenever there is disagreement between these two people, what might be there? Yes, it will be quite a disputable situation. Okay, it will be quite a disputable situation. Is it getting it? So what we are required to do? So in this situation, whenever, okay, there is a disputable phase between the employer and employee, okay, in this situation, what might happen? Yes, if the disputable phase is not resolved at that moment, okay, further it might result into, yes, further it might result into unrest in the industry, okay, which might result into, okay, conflict, okay, further if the grievances of the employees, they are not solved by the employer, is it? And both of them they are stand still at their issues, okay, both of them, they are not ready to lose something, is it, or lose their anger, then what happens? Yes, there will be strikes and lockouts, is it? And which will affect the industry, right? Which will affect the organization very badly. Okay, so what is needed? It is needed that, okay, there should be a mechanism, there should be a strong mechanism through which, okay, such type of conflict will be resolved. Okay, there should be a strong mechanism through which such type of conflict should be resolved. Okay, what might be that then? Yes, it might be collective bargaining. So let's see what is collective bargaining. Yes, collective bargaining is a technique which is adopted by the organizations of workers and employers. Okay, what is collective bargaining? Collective bargaining is a technique adopted by the organization. Okay, who adopts this technique? Yes, this technique is adopted by the organization. Okay, organization is a collection of both employee and the employer. Okay, now why it is adopted, why this technique is used? Yes, the technique is used to collectively resolve the differences which have happened between this employee and employer. Okay, see, okay, getting it? So what happens in collective bargaining? Yes, in collective bargaining, in this process, okay, the organization takes an initiation through which the misunderstanding or differences which are there between the thoughts of the worker and the employer, they are resolved. Okay, बघा, जेव्हा आपण एम्प्लॉयर आणि एम्प्लॉई दोघांचाही विचार करतो, ओके, बरेचसे गोष्टी असतात बरेचसे इश्यूज असतात ज्याच्यामध्ये ह्या दोन्ही व्यक्तींचे वेगवेगळे व्ह्यू पॉईंट्स असतात. ओके, वेगवेगळे व्ह्यू पॉईंट्स असतात. ओके, जेव्हा आपण ह्या दोन्ही व्यक्तींचा विचार करतो म्हणजे एम्प्लॉई आणि एम्प्लॉयरचा, ओके, दोघांनाही काय वाटतं की आम्ही आमच्या मतांमध्ये आमचे जे व्ह्यू पॉईंट्स आहेत ते अगदी बरोबर आहेत. पण ओके, काहीतरी दोघांच्या विचारामध्येही फरक असतो. दोघांच्या विचारामध्ये जर काहीतरी त्रुटी असतात. त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की ह्यांचा जो व्ह्यू पॉईंट आहे म्हणजे एम्प्लॉईचा जो व्ह्यू पॉईंट आहे तो एम्प्लॉयरला पटत नाही आणि जो एम्प्लॉयरचा व्ह्यू पॉईंट आहे तो एम्प्लॉईला पटत नाही. आणि यामुळे काय होतं तर बऱ्याच वेळी यांच्यामध्ये डिसॲग्रीमेंट असल्यामुळे दोघांच्यामध्येही भांडणं होण्याची जास्त शक्यता असतात. आणि भांडणं झाली तर शुअरली काय होऊ शकतं, त्या ऑर्गनायझेशनचं एन्व्हायरमेंट जे आहे ते स्पॉईल होऊ शकतं. ओके, बरोबर आहे. So whenever we consider the collective bargaining, this process, okay, the process of collective bargaining, what happens here? So collective means in group. Okay, collective means what? Collective means in group. Okay, and what is bargaining? Bargaining means, yes, something for something, is it? Convincing each other. Okay, bargaining here means convincing each other. So what is done in collective bargaining? Yes, in collective bargaining the both parties, okay, who were in conflict phase, who were is it having disagreement between each other, is it, they will be, yes, they will be surely be normalized at one moment by the organization, is it? So the phrase collective bargaining, it is made up of two words. First word is collective, which implies group action through its representatives, and bargaining, which suggests haggling and or negotiating. Okay, the phrase therefore implies collective negotiation of contract between the management's representatives on one side and those of the workers on the other. Okay, see what happens. Yes, both the management representatives and the workers on the other side, okay, they negotiate means, yes, they do compromise something, is it, by accepting something. Okay, see, if both of these parties, they do have 10 issues, is it, if they have 10 issues, then what happens, those 10 issues, they are dealt in such a way that, okay, those 10 issues, they are dealt in such a way that, okay, it will surely be leading towards organizations, yes, benefit. Okay, so collective bargaining may be defined as a process of negotiation between the employer and the organizer's workers represented by their union in order to determine the terms and conditions of employment. See what happens in collective bargaining. There are two parties, okay, who were previously in dispute. Okay, previously these two people, they were having dispute. What is the dispute all about? Yes, the dispute is about, okay, some issues. Okay, what might be the issues? Yes, the issues might be like, okay, the issues might be like, okay, for example, the first thing, remuneration. Second thing, the working environment. Third thing, the facilities provided. Fourth thing, allowances. Okay, this might be some of the issues. Okay, there are many more issues actually. Okay, the employee might not be satisfied. The employee might not be satisfied, okay, with all these facilities which are provided to him. Okay, and whenever we consider the employee, whenever we consider the employee, is it, he might not be satisfied with, yes, he might not be satisfied with what the employee is asking to him, is it? So due to these reasons, there might be, yes, the viewpoints of these two people might be changed once, or might be having difference. Okay, so what happens? See, a negotiation is conducted, is it, in which the workers representative, that is the trade union, is it, and the employer, they come before one another. Okay, they come in front of each other, they come in front of each other, and what they do? Yes, they do resolve such type of disputable phase or such type of difference into their thinking. Okay, getting it? So let's see what is the nature of collective bargaining. Let's see what is the nature of collective bargaining. Say collective bargaining is a two-way process. Okay, collective bargaining is a two-way process. Means what? Yes, it is to be done between whom? Yes, it is to be done between employer and employee. So it is a mutual give and take rather than a take it or leave it method of arriving at the settlement of a dispute. See what is important into this collective bargaining? Yes, it is a mutual. Mutual means jointly. Okay, it is a mutual give and take rather than a take it or leave it method of arriving at the settlement of a dispute. Okay, both parties are involved in it. Okay, both parties, who are the both parties? That is the employer and the employee. Okay, in this connection, Clerk Care observes collective bargaining can work only with the acceptance by labor and management of their appropriate responsibilities. It can succeed only when both labor and management want it to succeed. Okay, it can flourish only in an atmosphere which is free from animosity and reprisal. Okay, there must be a mutual eagerness to develop the collective bargaining process, and there must be attitudes which will result in harmony and progress. Okay, see, whenever we consider both employer and employee, yes, they do have some disagreements on some of the issues, is it? So in collective bargaining, what is done? Okay, both the parties, they come in front of each other. Okay, both the parties, they come in front of each other, and what happens then? Okay, whenever they come in front of each other, whenever they come in front of each other, yes, surely Okay, it should always be, yes, give and take, not take it or leave it. Okay, give and take means what? Okay, see, mutually, that is jointly, both of them collaboratively, is it, both of them cooperatively, okay, they should finalize, okay, तू काय देणार आणि मी काय देणार, इज इट. ओके, ना की घे किंवा सोडून दे, इज इट. सो व्हॉट इज इम्पॉर्टंट? गिव इट, टेक इट. ओके, नॉट give it or take it or leave it, is it. Then collective bargaining is a continuous process. Yes, see, today if there are issues between employee and employee, okay, if you resolve that issues, okay, lifelong there will be no issues, okay, such kind of thing will never happen, right? Okay, so collective bargaining provides a mechanism for continuing an organized relationship between management and trade unions. The heart of collective bargaining is the process for a continuing joint consideration and adjustment of planned problems. It does not end with negotiation, but as Glenn Gardner puts it, it begins and ends with the writing of a contract. Actually, it is not the beginning of collective bargaining. It goes on 365 days of the year. The most important part of collective bargaining is the bargaining that goes on from day to day under the rules established by the labor agreements. Okay, see, collective bargaining process is continuous in nature. Continuous in nature means, okay, see, today if you have sorted one of the issue, okay, by negotiation, and you will stay relaxed, is it, this will not be done, okay, because whenever two people come together, is it, one thing is which is inevitable is dispute or disagreement between their viewpoints, is it. So whenever we consider the organizations, okay, this disagreement into viewpoints, it will be daily, right, it will be on each day, is it. So today if you are adopted collective bargaining and tomorrow you have relaxed, is it, this will not work. Okay, tomorrow also whenever such type of issues will be there, yes, the device which you are supposed to use or the tool which you are supposed to use is negotiation, is it. Then collective bargaining is complementary process. Okay, it is a complementary process. Yes, it is a group action as opposed to individual action and is initiated through the representatives of the workers. So whenever we consider collective bargaining, on the management side are its delegates at the bargaining table. On the side of the workers, it is their trade union, which may represent the local plant, the city membership, or nationwide membership. Okay, so whenever we consider collective bargaining, see, it is a group activity, group action means not a single employee deals with it, not the single employer deals with it. Yes, it is the representatives who do this process on their behalf. Okay, then see, collective bargaining is flexible and mobile and not fixed or static. Okay, see, whenever we consider collective bargaining, it has fluidity and scope for compromise, for a mutual give and take before the final agreement is reached or the final settlement is arrived at. Okay, essentially, a successful collective bargaining is an exercise in grateful retreat. Okay, retreat without seeming to retreat. Okay, the parties normally ask for more or offer less than they ultimately accept or give. The take it or leave it proposition is not viewed as being within the rules of the game. One of the most damaging criticisms is that a party is adamant in holding to its original position before retreating with as much allegiance as circumstances permit each party seeks to withdraw as little as possible. This involves ascertaining the maximum concession of the opposing negotiator without disclosing one's own ultimate concession. In this sense, all negotiations are exploratory until the agreement is consummated. Okay, so whenever we consider collective bargaining, this process is quite okay flexible. It can be changed. Okay, it is not a watertight compartment which cannot be changed. Okay, then it is industrial democracy at work. Okay, industrial democracy, what is it? Yes, it is the government of labor with the consent of the governed, that is the workers. Okay, the principle of arbitrary unilateralism has given way to that of self government in the industry. Collective bargaining is not a mere signing of an agreement granting seniority, vacations, and wage increases. Okay, it is not a mere sitting around a table and discussing grievances. Basically, it is democratic. Okay, it is for the people, of the people, by the people. It is a joint formulation of company policy on all matters which directly affect the workers in a plant. It is a self government in action. It is a projection of a management policy which gives the workers the right to be heard. It is the establishment of factory law based on common interest. Okay, see here both the parties, that is the employee as well as employer, both are allowed to speak. As it, they are allowed to discuss their issues, or they are allowed to represent or put forth their side. Is it why? Yes, it works on collective bargaining, works on the principle of democracy. Is it? That is for the people, by the people, of the people. Is it getting it? Then collective bargaining is not a competitive process, but it is essentially a complementary process. Is it, which we have already discussed? Is it? That is, yes, each party needs something that the other party has, namely labor can make a graded productive effort, and management has the capacity to pay for the effort and to organize and guide it for achieving its objectives. Okay, the behavioral scientists have made a distinction between distributive bargaining and integrative bargaining. The former is the process of dividing the cake, which represents the whole which has been produced by the joint efforts of the management and labor. In this process, if one party wins something, the other party, to continue the metaphor of the cake, has a relatively smaller size of it. So it is a win-lose relationship. In other words, distributive bargaining deals with issues or an issue in which two or more parties have conflicting or adversary interests. Integrative bargaining is a process where both the parties can win, each contributing something for the benefits of the other party. Such a process develops common objectives, a better understanding of each other's needs and capabilities, a better respect for each other, and a greater involvement of commitment to the well being and growth of the enterprise as a whole. Okay, so whenever we consider collective bargaining, what happens here? Okay, in collective bargaining, what happens? Say, some strategies which are used into it, that is win-win strategy, lose-lose strategy, or win-lose strategy. Okay, we are aware about these strategies, right? Okay, now whenever we consider lose-lose strategy or win-lose strategy, see, either of the party or both the parties, they are supposed to lose something, they are supposed to leave something, right? Is it, which is not good. Okay, whenever we consider win-win strategy, yes, a solution is given in such a way that both the parties towards the conflict, both the parties towards the disagreement, they will be benefited themselves, as well as they will be benefiting the other parties. Okay, means no one from this phase, okay, no one from this conflicting phase, they will be unsatisfied. Okay, getting it? Then collective bargaining is an art, an advanced form of human relations. Okay, see, To substantiate this, one need only witness the bluffing, the oratory, dramatics, mixed in a unexplicable fashion which may characterize a bargaining session. Means what? See, how to keep, how to maintain the human relations in a proper way. This is mostly done into collective bargaining. Okay, so whenever we go through the nature of collective bargaining, what is collective bargaining all about? Yes, collective bargaining is a process through which both the parties towards the contract, okay, both the parties towards the contract, is it finalize or yes, settle the issue in such a way that both will be benefited, okay, both will win, both will be profitable, uh, both will be in a profitable phase, is it? So with this I conclude today's lecture. Thank you.